And truth be told, we're slightly tired of seeing Akshay Kumar in this savior kind of roles. I mean, of late he's been adopting roles which show him as this a superhero with a cape, these real life missions that showcase a particular country in great light, etc. Good evening everyone, this is Manjusha Radhakrishnan from Gulf News. I'm the entertainment editor, and this morning in the UAE cinemas I caught up with Akshay Kumar's new movie called Mission Raniganj. The stakes are very high in this movie based on a real life mission. This happened in 1989 in West Bengal, where 65 miners were rescued from underground when their shaft flooded, and we didn't know whether they would make it alive or not. This movie boasts a raft of talents like Anant Mahadevan, Kumud Mishra, Ravi Kishan, etc. They are all talented in their own right. But what we have in this movie is some over-the-top acting. It almost looks like the collective brief given to all the actors is to be over-the-top, loud and flamboyant. See, this is a very grim issue. I mean, we are talking about people's lives. We are talking about how these poor miners are trapped, not knowing whether they will actually see their family ever again. But everything is done in a very deliberately loud manner and bombastic manner. It does not work for this movie. I think this film would have benefited a lot from no frills kind of docu-series kind of manner, rather than treating it the typical Bollywood style. I mean, you have, the movie opens with Akshay Kumar's character, Jaswant Gill, who's a very stoic officer, cares for the lives of miners, knows what he's doing, break out into a song serenading his wife, played by Parineeti Chopra. Their lives are at stake, and it's up to Jaswant Gill, played by Akshay Kumar, as this valiant superhero, to come to their rescue. What I like about this movie is that Akshay Kumar, as always, is very, very earnest in his role. He gives it his best. But what lets this film down is the over-the-top acting. Now, we are looking at families who are devastated, knowing that there is a tragedy waiting to happen in their lives. The creatures are real. There's even one scene where one of the family members of the coal miners trapped inside, they come ahead and just slap Akshay Kumar's character. Something tells me that this movie did not benefit from the Bollywood style treatment at all. The song and dance in the beginning, where Jaswant Singh Gill is introduced to us as the stoic family man who takes care of his wife, played by Parineeti Chopra. Recently she got married as well, so there's a lot of interest in her as well, her role, but she does not have much to do, and the songs etc. kind of fracture the narrative. What would have helped tremendously is if Tinu Suresh Desai had adopted a more no-frills docu-series kind of style of filmmaking, telling us step by step how did this rescue operation pan out. It's not that Akshay Kumar is not good in his role. He is very good in his role, but the problem is he's let down by acting that is way over the top. In fact, the slow motions does not help. The Bollywood style treatment of this movie does not help as well. In fact, this movie also has some very talented people like Ravi Kishan, Kumud Mishra, etc. But they've all been given the collective brief to overact. So what we have is a very bombastic feature. Something tells me that the real life Jaswant Gill has had a lot of gravitas. He had a lot of ethics and scruples, but all of that was lost in translation. Another thing that let this movie down is the bad VFX. If you look at the scenes where the coal miners are trapped inside and the water flooding, etc., those scenes look impossibly staged. All in all, this movie, had it been treated with a more sensitive hand, perhaps a subtle way of acting, subtle way of letting the narrative take its course, it would have been such a better movie. There's no denying that there was a lot of promise in this film. The villains in this movie are also impossibly caricaturish and tinny. Look at the example of Divyendu Bhattacharya, who plays this very corrupt officer. He's trying to sabotage Jaswant Gill's rescue operations. He just wants more money. He doesn't care about the lives of the miners. But everything is done in such an over-the-top manner that you stop feeling for any of these characters. In fact, there's also a scene where he's pelted after being tied to a tree. I mean, this is a rescue operation happening. Time is of the essence. Where do you have time for such melodrama? So this is one of the biggest failures of this film. Go down this tunnel only if you're in the mood for some bombastic filmmaking, and also to see a larger than life Bollywood hero trying to save the day with as much subtlety as the drilling machine. And truth be told, we're slightly tired of seeing Akshay Kumar in this savior kind of roles. I mean, of late he's been adopting roles which show him as this a superhero with a cape, these real life missions that showcase a particular country in great light, etc., or show him as this great patriot. Perhaps what would benefit is to mix things up a bit. I've gone with 2 out of 5 stars. For my full review, go to gulfnews.com.